It smells like clutch, guys. I think it's the person in front of me. We are off to Hilltop. We are here actually. They're right around the corner. The last time we were here, we fried the motor to the boosted TO. Have you ever been in a turbo TO?
No, I don't think I have actually. Whoa.
We learned our lesson. Let's go pick up the parts. OEM clutch secured. Get your parts at hilltoautomotive.com. I finally ordered the daytime running light kit from IJDM Toy. Inside the kit, it comes with these LEDs, and then we also previously bought these ones. Pretty much whatever one matches the headlight or just looks better, I'm gonna run. Just 1 hour later, guys, we have the daytime running lights installed. Those lights over here and the more expensive ones in there. Next is definitely these headlights. The harness running underneath this plastic piece right here. Because it's so close to the radiator, I heat wrapped it. I got the decoders underneath there, just 3M taped to the bottom. The whole installation I filmed a YouTube short for, so check out my page for that. This one's a lot brighter on the passenger side. They both look great. If you want extra bright, spend the money on these. We're gonna go ahead and put this one on the driver's side, and we pretty much have daytime running light headlights. Let's bring back some life into these headlights. All I did was polish them when I corrected the car. I love this headlight coating from Meguiar's. It's some of the best stuff. Compared to this 2K clear, it sprays thinner, so it lays real nice. Headlight restoration, guys, don't overcomplicate it. These ones aren't terrible. We're gonna start with 800 and see where that gets us. 800, 1000, 1500. And after 1500, we lay down the clear. So let's get into it. What time is it? It's clutch time. It's been a couple days since we picked up this clutch from Hilto. I have been dreading doing this since I bought the car. Desperately trying to avoid doing this, not just because of it's expensive to replace the clutch, but I also don't want to do it here in the shop without a lift. I'm like 60 to 70% confident we can do it without dropping the rear subframe. The front subframe. Let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so in front of me I have everything laid out here we're going to be using in today's video. I'd highly recommend you just do everything you can at once so that you have the peace of mind that everything is pretty much new. And yeah, don't cheap out. We got AC Delco transmission fluid. We got a new rubber bushing. We got rear main seals, new throwout bearing, new clutch setup, and flywheel. I'd also like to mention in a previous YouTube video, we swapped out the slave cylinder with the check valve delete upgrade. We also installed a new master cylinder and the P2R clutch line. The combo of all these parts is going to allow this car to shift flawless. The goal is to show you guys that you can save a lot of money if you do this yourself. I'm grabbing all the tools I'm thinking I'm going to need. We're going to get straight into this, guys. I'm going to try my best throughout the video to break down each step and help guide anyone that's trying to do this job on their own. Once the car's in the air, wheels off, we're going to one by one remove each accessory and part that's in the way of the tranny. That's going to include the battery, bumper, intake, starter, shifter cables, front motor mount, upper transmission mount, and transmission harness. With everything from the top out of our way now, we can move down to removing the axles and the lower tranny mounts. Two shifter cables right there, and these were a pain getting out. When these clips haven't been removed in who knows how many years, they were like stuck on there. The best way I found to do it, you go from the bottom with the flathead screwdriver. You see some spots where I hit on it, right there in the corner. I tapped it just enough to get it sideways, and one side sticking up, you can pull the rest out with the pliers. With the driver's side axle removed, we can now separate the transmission. There's gonna be a total of 8 17mm bolts connecting the transmission to the motor. At this point, I haven't removed the passenger side axle, which is a mistake, and you guys are gonna see very soon. We just hit 1 o'clock, boys. We are officially an hour and a half into this clutch job. Tranny is still not out, but we are very close. All the accessories taken apart. We now have these lower mounts, 4 more bolts connecting to the transmission. The back one that's closest to the axle on top of it is going to be the tightest one to get to. So I'm just hoping I'm able to sneak back there without having to remove the J pipe. And if this back bolt goes smooth, you're looking. Maybe if I had gloves on. Let's try gloves. This might work. And 45 minutes later, it did not go very smooth. Now I'm just annoyed. 137. Still stuck on that back bolt. I think I can get it out, but I just spent the last 10 minutes looking for my 3/8 ratchet and I can't find it. I have like 3 ratchets. Now I can't find one. Not one. Spent like 4 hours yesterday cleaning the shop just so my OCD could do this job, because you kind of make a mess when you do a job like this, right? So I gotta be cleaned up and organized before I do a job like this. Where's my ratchet? I don't want to remove the axle until I just attempt to remove it with a smaller ratchet. That one bolt is stopping everything. I'm gonna keep all this in the video just because it's relatable. Yeah, I'll see you guys when we get that back bolt out. Yes! Let's go. We can now pull the top 2 17 mils for the transmission, and she should be free. There's one. There's 2. Should be clear to muscle this thing out. We gotta pull it from the shaft and we gotta pull it from the axle. So it might take a little bit of muscling. Let's see what we got. There we go. We are very close, guys. She's very, very close. The passenger side axle, right? Passenger axle goes in like that, right? Right now, on the MRP, the axle is sitting about right there. And I need to go the rest of the way so that this thing can lean back and I can do the service. Always a big but unfortunately, our transmission does not have any more room to come this way. We are very close, guys. Very, very close. And we're hitting right there. So not only did we waste an hour trying to remove that one bolt, but we spent the next hour and a half removing the J-pipe, passenger side axle, and the shaft that connects directly to the transmission. This is gonna free up all the space we need. I probably should have done this earlier, but we are now draining the transmission fluid. A little bit on there, that magnet. And once I removed those things, transmission slid out like butter. Bow. Quick tip of the day. So the transmission has been separated. The only thing in the way pretty much is these hoses, but it won't hurt to honestly drain the coolant because I haven't done it since I had the car. It might actually make this job just a little bit more fun. I've learned my lesson from all the other work we've done. Once you're here, just do the job. Let's drain it. It did have coolant in it. There we go. More space. Making it much easier to do a good job. And while we remove and install parts of the clutch, we're gonna wedge this 19 mil onto the crank so that it doesn't spin while we're trying to loosen up the bolts. There's our pressure plate. So there's that. To remove the flywheel, 17 mil, 12 point. Come on, buddy. There she is. New versus old. Let's talk about it. What are the actual signs of a worn out clutch? Taking a look at our disc and the difference. The thickness difference. Number one sign visually of a worn out clutch. Any shakiness inside the old one. New one feels great. Make about the same amount of noise. Okay, this one's a little bit more. Better than spins. Continues to spin. So, and one of you professionals in the comments, let me know why these are different. Is this just like a weight for the balance? You guys are way smarter than Google, so let me know. Like, there's no leaks down here. I'll go through and make sure all the bolts are tight, but we are completely dry right here and there's no leaks. The case and all the parts were super dirty, so we give it a quick clean, and now it's assembly time. First, we're going to use some just bearing grease to lube up the raw bearing and install each part the way we took it out. Flywheel got torqued down to, I think it was 75 foot-pounds on one side of the disc. It will say transmission side, so make sure you have it facing the right way. And the clutch itself got torqued down to 19 foot-pounds. I could be a little bit off on those, so just go check the manual for the proper way to do that. So close. We're having a hard time getting this out. It's like a tooth off from allowing me to push it all the way through. I don't know why it's fighting me. Yes. Yes. Transmission's back in. It's reassembly time. Time lapse? Nah. Half-second transition of 4 hours of work. 6 hours later, to be exact, we are put back together, ready to fill up. And if you're wondering why it took 6 hours, since I've gotten my sandblaster, guys, I can't help myself. Whenever I see any of these rusty, dirty parts, I just have to transform them because it's so easy. So that's what we did, just to have some cleaner parts and make everything look better than when we got there. AC Delco friction modified transmission fluid. Here's the old fluid that came out. Go ahead and top her off. There's a 10 mil at the bottom. It'll start dripping through when you are topped off. Before we put this back, you know it has to be done. And this is what happens when a detailer works on a car. Do not over tighten the fill cap. Fresh coolant going in. We're gonna be using this liquid chill. Fortunately, this is the only funnel that fits. I can't even use the proper funnel because it doesn't fit on there, and none of the fittings fit. And we should have just about all the air out. And we're done. It's officially test drive time, but we have a dead battery. I'm gonna let it charge overnight. See you guys bright and early. Good morning, guys. It is time to test drive this thing. We pulled it outside the garage, so it does go into gear. The clutch is working, feels peppy. And we did, while you guys weren't looking, one thing I also did was swap out the forks and bearings with the ones from my Busa TL, because those ones are not throwing any ABS codes. I still have an ABS code on though, so we're gonna try to reset it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. I'm pretty much assuming that maybe the magnet inside of the wheel bearing got damaged when I did all the work here, and so If that's the case, then these other ones should be just fine on this car. Up underneath the dash here, we have this little wire right here is jumped from hole 9 and 4. Put our foot on the brake, turn the key, ABS shuts off, let go of the brake, ABS come back on, put your foot on the brake, and let off, and it's off. And it turns back on. Okay, let me shut this up. Bro, I don't know what to do. She runs just fine. Should drive just fine too. We did it. It feels good. We've officially finished all of the maintenance items for building the perfect daily MRP TL Type S. And I guess the biggest difference with the clutch now, here's third, goes right in. Feels smoother shifts. I guess the transmission fluid also adds to that. Yeah, we got smoother shifts for sure. The one problem that we're still having is this little jerk. I'm going 45 right now. When I let off the gas a little bit, there's like this little extra, like the car feels like it has a little recoil to it. And I don't remember that. I just don't remember having that when my other cars were stock. The last thing is transmission. I mean, everything else has been swapped out. The last thing is transmission, and we are not rebuilding the transmission on this thing. That small thing is definitely like changing the feel of the daily experience, and I hate it. Let's go find a nice fall spot to go in this video, because it's a good video. If you guys haven't already, drop a like. Let's try to get 500 to 1,000 likes on today's video. Oh my. I almost just wrecked the car. Some Asian girl just pulled out in front of me, and I'm gonna catch up to her. Like, what are you doing, bro? Why does no one else pay attention on the road? Like, the best driving is just defense. Like, I just yanked the wheel out of the way and slammed on the brakes. She slams on the brakes too and just stays right beside me. Like, you weren't even paying attention. Look, she's like running away from me right now. I'm going 60 and a 40. I need gas still too. Did you bump into me?
Yeah, that was me.
Did you bump into me though?
No.
We didn't touch? Can we just pull over to double check before we take off?
I'm late to work.
What? She's late somewhere. Cause I see there's a scratch on the side of her car, and if it's from me, then I got a problem. Right there?
No, I was on dinner.
You just in a hurry?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sorry about that.
Well, I'm off, as long as we didn't touch, I'm off.
Yeah.
I saw you coming in, and I acted quick. So
I get it.
Alright.
You good?
Yeah. Have a good one. Crazy. Well, that's one way to test your brakes. Acubona for the win. I gotta get a dash cam like ASAP for this car. For all my cars, actually. Car's getting filled up. The reason why I'm so hyped up is because I put so much work into this car. I'm all hyped up right now. Some lady almost hit me on my way in here.
Are you taking the photos?
Yeah, no, I record for YouTube. Yeah,
What's your channel?
the lifestyle.
Can you give me your channel?
Yeah, sure. Have a good day.
You too.
The truck cost $110 to fill up. I can't go get any comfort food because I'm 20 hours into my fast. Is this something I do often? Not at all. So I saw the Titan fuel cap, so I gotta change the regulator or something like that. I forgot what it's called. Anyways, I haven't eaten since like 6:30 last night, and it's almost 11. It's past 11 today. What does that put us at? 6, 10, that puts us at like 18 hours into our fast. So I'm hungry right now, and we're gonna try to go for 48 hours. To depending on how I feel at 48 hours, I'm gonna try to go for 72 just to try to get all those benefits of kind of resetting my gut. Ever since I quit construction, my full-time job, I've been eating a lot better, but I feel like I get bloated very easily. So by fasting, it forces your body to recreate new cells and eat off of itself pretty much from the inside. So we're gonna try to do that. Why am I telling you guys this? I don't know. It's turned into a vlog. Well, that's gonna wrap up the video. Looks like we got ourselves a full video today. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like. If this video helped anybody out there, let me know down in the comments. I wish I was recording. Like I stopped recording for like 10 minutes because I was trying to find a place to go shoot some photos in a fall scene, and then that happened. Spurred all the way to the emergency lane, slammed on her brakes, and I'm going like 20 miles an hour, and I look to the side and she's right beside me, slammed on her brakes too. After we were just going 60 and she tried to cut. People don't make any sense, bro. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. If you guys watched this far, let me know. Later.